Hey, welcome to TRADERSFLY TV. I'm Sasha Evdokov, and in this segment, I want to talk about the Twitter IPO. If you haven't heard already, the Twitter IPO has been released today, and in fact, you can pick it up on the public market. So you are able to buy shares. Unfortunately, it is a little bit harder to get in unless you're willing to pay a premium. And I say a premium because everybody is looking to dump their shares onto you. So what I want you to understand is don't get sucked in. Unfortunately, what happens is that the initial retail investor, like the mom and pop or the regular person sitting on their couch like you, or maybe a college student, they get sucked into these IPOs, these initial public offerings, because of all the hype, of all the media out there, everybody chatting and gossiping. But think like a professional trader. Think what's happening with the company. People are dumping their shares. The initial investors are looking to dump and get out of their positions as soon as they can. Now again, not all of them, but in general, people are looking to capitalize on what they've put in over the last 5 or 10 years into the company. In this case, over the last 4 or 5 years. So they're looking to dump it onto you. So don't get caught into the hype. I want you to think back of earlier IPOs and what actually happened with them. So take, for example, Facebook. The Facebook IPO opened initially fairly decently priced at whatever rate you want it to be opened at. Let's say it was at a great price and you assumed it would have went up. But in fact, over the next few months, the stock went down for a few months until finally catching its slight temporary bottom and now rising back up to the $48, $49, $50 mark. But it took a few months of digestion until things settled. Just like when you eat something bad, it takes some time to digest and metabolize for things to eventually go to that next level. Take, for example, Tesla. Again, there was an accumulation phase that had to go through with that stock for a few months until that stock soared. But again, what's the rush to get in it the first day? What's the rush to get it in the second day or third day? Let things metabolize. Let that company prove to you on why it's a good investment, and then you can jump into it. Again, take a look at Groupon. Started initially at a nice premium price point, and now where is it? It's still below that initial public offering. The fact is all an IPO is an initial public offering. That's all it means. It just means that the retail people, meaning the mom and pop, the college student, the regular people out there are able to purchase a part of the company in order to capitalize on its rise, on its stock price. You're able to own a share or piece of that company. Doesn't mean you gotta jump in head first and grab as many shares as you can. It just means there's an opportunity to. But wait for things to set up, wait for things to digest, wait for the company to prove to you that it's a great company. Wait for the company to prove to you that it's a great investment of your money. You don't have to jump right in, so don't get sucked into the hype. Be patient, let things set up, let things metabolize, and get into it after it proves its due diligence, whether it's breaking new trend lines, whether it's breaking all-time highs, whether it's going up for the last 2-3 weeks. Because you're not gonna hold it for just a couple days. You're probably gonna hold it for a few months. Maybe you might even hold it for a year or two. So think about your strategy, think about your goal and execution and your plan behind trading this company. Are you looking to hold it for the long term, or are you looking to hold it for just a few days? If it's just a few days, you might want to let things set up, and there's a lot of other companies that are already creating great support and resistance, that are proving themselves, that aren't all about the hype. Okay, so before investing into an IPO, whether it's a Twitter IPO or some other future IPO, let things digest and be patient. Don't jump into the hype. I'm Sasha Evdokov. Thanks for watching. And if you like this video, feel free to share it with some of your friends. And if you're interested to take your trading to that next level, or you just want to get some new insight behind trading on the stock market, or you're just starting from scratch, then check out some of my courses on my website at TRADERSFLY.com. Thanks again, and I hope you remember to do what you love, contribute to others, and most importantly, live life abundantly.